Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, Modern Man's Journey. Make sure, if you're new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, comment down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. And with that, let's hop into the video.
Who's paying the rent? Who's paying the gas? Who's paying the electric?
So,
Split everything, pretty much.
Yeah.
All the bills are split 50-50.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to The Real Cost of Love. Thank you so much for joining me. My first question is, how long have you guys been a couple?
About a year and a half now. We just actually moved in together.
If you guys don't mind me asking, how much do you make for a living? Like how much?
I just broke the 6-figure mark.
And how about you?
I'm slightly below that.
Okay, period. Have you guys done a vacation yet?
Yeah, we went to London actually. We split that too as well. So
50-50.
Yeah, flights and everything.
Okay.
To make it easy and affordable. So
How does typically date nights go? Is that also 50-50?
date nights, it's more usually me that pay for it. Yeah, treating her.
I get dessert.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gets dessert. I pay for the dinners.
Okay. And if you could guesstimate about how much have you spent on her in the course of your relationship?
I'd say like 3,000 to 4,000. Yeah, for just vacations, going and doing like fun events around DC, going
And
to
then,
dinners.
Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, Christmas.
How much have you spent on him?
I'm gonna say like $2,000.
2,000? Okay. And if you could, what is the real cost of love? Like, what is your yearly allowance for love?
I personally don't put a limit on it.
So the real cost of love is priceless.
Yes, of course.
Well, thank you guys so much for being on the show today.
If you haven't already, go back and watch my last video where I talk about how men don't really like us anymore. And originally, when I was saying us, I'm really directing it towards black women. And I feel like black men do not have a strong desire anymore to be with black women. I don't know why. It may be a multiple of things. It may not just be one reason why. But there has definitely been a shift. And we see it now all over social media. If you look at your top athletes, top black celebrities, look at their wives, look at their children. Look at all of Nick Cannon's baby mamas, Cam Newton's baby mamas. You know, like, I can keep going. Like, there's not a desire for black men to commit to black women. And there's not a desire for black men to make black women the mother of their children. Even though they came from black women, they were raised by black women. They grow up, they become successful, and they don't pick us. And now we see it translating down into the middle class world, right? I'm not a celebrity. The people I date are not celebrities. We don't have that kind of money. But now it's being translated to a level where I could relate to, where your working class black man, white collar or blue collar, they're not choosing us anymore either. That's just a fact. Like, that's just a fact. And you could go back on my last post and you could read the comments. It is true. It is true. And it's actually heartbreaking as a black woman to hear men say those things and to see that, like, they just don't want us. That breaks my heart a little bit. It does. And I don't know what it's going to look like moving forward for the quote unquote traditional black family, because we're not going to have them anymore. It's sad.
You know what I get from this video is she sees all the problems, but she doesn't see the cause, you know. And back to the first video that I just played, as you can see, a non-black woman is okay with going 50-50. Well, a big problem is a lot of black women, they don't want to go 50-50, you know. And she said it's down in the middle class right now, and yes, it is down in the middle class because, you know, all these average so-called black women, you know, they want you who is making middle class money, or they're making, you know, their money too. They don't want to spend their money. They want you to come work hard and spend all the money on them, the family, the house, everything, right? And what do they do with their money? Most of them, they waste it. You know, they don't do anything with it. They don't want to do anything with it. They want to be selfish with it, right? So it goes back to the fact that she's saying black men hate black women. Black men don't hate black women. We're just tired of how they're behaving. We don't hate y'all. We're just tired, you know. You put this big expectations on us, and most of us, you know, we don't have it. Most of us don't have it. So instead of wasting our time and wasting your time, we just avoid you, you know, and go to the woman that's willing to build with us, you know, or willing to go through the low times with us, you know. The problem is a lot of black women want a black man at the finish line. That's what you guys want. You want a finished product. And then when you meet a black man that is a finished product, you want him to be monogamous. You want him to only be with you. But you have to remember the sacrifice that he had to go through because his own woman didn't want him. So he had to most likely build himself up by himself, right? And now that he's up, you expect him to be monogamous. Like, it's his choice, you know. Like, he had to go through that lonely time, not having anybody. Then you, on the other hand, you're out here living your best life. Then you guys finally meet up. Now it's time for him to live his best life, and you want him to not enjoy that. I mean, you had your fun. Why can't he? You know? Doesn't make any sense, man.
I'm really about to give y'all my real thoughts on baby mama and baby daddy culture because this app going away, so I don't care no more. To the women first, y'all go procreate with the worst nigga in the world. The worst, and you know he's terrible. As a matter of fact, you picked him because he's terrible and you want to feel superior to somebody. Then he bust inside of you and you kept the baby. You ain't shit. He ain't shit. Guess what? Y'all baby ain't shit. Birthed into a world of ain't shitness. And now you're a victim of a man. Okay. To the fellas, I want you to think about this. You a broke bum bitch, right? You a broke bum bitch. You could barely take care of yourself. You out here going raw in some sugar walls. And a woman that would let a broke bum bitch go raw in her sugar walls. You know she ain't smart. Because you don't look like a good decision to a woman. So she clearly ain't smart, and you know that. So when you start having baby mama drama problems, you already know, like, this girl don't make good decisions. She ain't gonna make no good decisions with the baby. She ain't gonna make no good decisions for her life, the baby life, or your life. Don't even get mad. Both of y'all trash. As a matter of fact, y'all should be charged $10 a day to be on the internet. Because every second you're on the internet, you're not working on your real life. And y'all muddying up the waters with all these bum-ass arguments. She won't let me see my baby. He won't give me no money for the baby. Whole time, neither one of y'all should have a baby. And I don't want to hear nothing about eugenics. Oh, what? Poor people can't have kids? Fuck no. How about that? I said it. Shut up. Fuck y'all. Poor people should not be having children. If you having money problems, you should not be having children. If you don't have a support system, you should not be having children. If you aren't in the right mental space, you should not be having children. Ain't none of y'all gonna whoop my ass. You popping out kids with no idea how to take care of them. What the fuck? I wouldn't even buy a car if I didn't know how to take care of it. Or at least have the money to take care of it. You gonna have a whole human with no clue. Because your hormones told you to. You know, growing up as a young boy with testosterone, my hormones told me to punch a bunch of people in the face. I didn't do that shit. I didn't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Actions have consequences. Y'all is just stupid. Y'all don't think before y'all act. Thinking you're going to be a big happy family in the middle of the hood. In the middle of the hood, that ain't no place for people. Let's be fucking for real. I've lived in the hood before. It feel like you rubbing shoulders with your neighbors. The walls all thin. Fucking everybody got mental health issues. From old people to young people. Motherfuckers ain't got no decorum. Kids running around outside in diapers. Drug dealers selling drugs in front of fucking kids. Motherfuckers getting into fights. Grown ass men balling up their fists and punching each other. You niggas are terrible. And you gonna have a baby in that environment? You shouldn't be trying to do nothing. If you live in that environment, you shouldn't be trying to do nothing but get out. Claw your way out. But y'all glorify that bullshit. I'm from here, I'm from there. You know why I never talk about, like, my time living in the hood as a kid? That shit is embarrassing. I don't want nobody to know about that shit. Why would I talk about that shit? Some of y'all make that your whole personality. You fucking 30 years old. You lived in the hood till you was 15. Here we are 15 years later. You still talking about that dumbass shit. You don't have nothing else to talk about. Motherfucker, we could talk about different types of grass before we talk about hood culture and living in the hood and hood life. Ain't shit to be proud of. Oh, he got that dog in him. He from the hood. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, man. I agree with everything he said in this video, you know. A lot of people are having kids and they are not ready to have kids, you know. yeah, man, kids are a big responsibility, and if you're not ready, man, you know, you have no choice but to get ready when you have them, and it slows you down a lot, man. Like, especially if you're building, you know, you're building yourself up, you know, kids are gonna hinder that, you know. So you have to be very careful, you know, when it comes to making decisions like that, you know, especially if you're not ready, you know, because, man, like, if you think, you know, you have all this free time now to do whatever you want, like, having kids, man, you gotta kiss all of that goodbye, you know. If you're living in the hood, you know, you're living in a shelter or wherever, you don't have any money, you're making less than, I would say, $75,000 a year, you shouldn't be thinking about having kids. If you're living in your parents' house, you shouldn't be thinking about having kids. If you're living out of your friend's house, on the couch, on the floor, on the blow up bed, man, the kids should not even be on your mind, much less, you know, SE eggs, whatever you wanna. I don't wanna spell it out, but you know what I mean. You shouldn't be thinking about kids, man. Kids, cause I remember my grandmother used to tell me, man, kids are a blessing. They are a blessing, but if you're not ready, then it becomes a curse. So always remember that kids are a blessing, but if you are not ready, then they become a curse.
Wish all men were feminists like you.
Me too.
It's so refreshing.
All right, here's that check for you, sir. Sir? First of all, do not assume my pronouns. Second of all, how dare you assume that because I'm a man that I'm going to be paying for this whole dinner? Women are fully capable of paying for themselves.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to split the bill between you two then?
Actually, why don't we do this so we can really drive this point home for you, because you're giving me very misogynistic vibes right now. Leave the entire bill, and she will pay for the entire thing because she is a strong, independent woman who does not need a man to provide for her. As a feminist woman, wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, here's the check, ma'am. I'm sorry. Okay.
Canceled. I cannot believe how toxic that guy was.
Right, so toxic. Oh my god, this is expensive.
You got it.
Give me a purse, bitch! Give me a purse!
Hey, are you gonna help me?
Absolutely not. As a feminist man, I don't want to imply that you can't defend yourself just because you're a woman.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, what? Yeah, there's no difference between a man and a woman physically.
Every woman I was in a relationship with in the past that cheated on me in a relationship had daddy issues. Never take a woman that has daddy issues serious. What is a woman with the daddy issues? If you meet a woman and you ask her about her dad, and she give you negative feedback about her dad, I don't know him, I don't like him, I don't really talk to him, you know, all that type of bullshit. If she did not grow up with the proper father figure, if she can't respect the masculine leadership element of a man, she will not do it with you, all right? And women with daddy issues tend to be the most sneakiest, freakiest, promiscuous creatures on the planet. I'm telling you, bro, all right? So if you meet a woman and you're just dating and you ask her about her dad and she say, I don't really talk to him, bro, you can't take her serious. I'm telling you, bro. She gonna disrespect you and she gonna do some sneaky ass shit behind your back. I'm telling you. Betrayal is on the way. Heartbreak is on the way. Amazon Prime, same day shipping, free game.
Yeah, man. I agree. You know, if you meet a girl and you ask her about her dad and she has nothing good to say, man, that's a big red flag, you know. And same thing for the ladies. If you're dating a guy, you know, and you ask him about his mom and he has nothing good to say, you know, that's a red flag. Dealing with women that has daddy issues, or dealing with men that have mommy issues, man, it's kind of risky, you know, because when you're in a relationship with someone, you have to know how to respect the opposite gender, you know. So, but if you don't have that role model in your life, you know, no one to look up to that's the opposite gender, you know, it's gonna be tough, you know, especially if you're a man and you don't know how to respect and love a woman properly. You're gonna be walking all over your partner. And same thing with the woman. If you don't have a good relationship with your dad, when you get with a man, a leader, a guy that's a leader, a provider, you know, masculine, it's not a pushover, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for you. you know? 'Cause you're not gonna listen. You're gonna be uncooperative, you know, combative. That's where that comes from, you know? That's why having both parents in the house is it's very important. So if you're having kids, right, and both parents are not in the house, just be prepared for what's gonna come, you know? Not saying all of them, but majority, you know?
Are you married?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Is he happy?
Oh, that's a weird question. Usually they ask if I'm happy.
Yeah, but like, it's a different kind of an interview. I'm just, you know, because he's not here, like, I want to show my care for him as well. Is he happy? Your answer is yes, no? You don't wanna answer that question?
No.
I think it's okay. I think we got the answer.
Who we?
That's me and the camera guy. You got it, bro?
She said, who is we? Everybody that's watching this video or have already seen that video, that's who. It's funny that he asks, you know, is her husband happy? And she has no answer. She's sitting there thinking. She has no idea. She don't know how this man feels. And I guarantee you she has never asked him if he's happy before. But I guarantee you he's trying his best to make her happy. You know? And a lot of marriages are like that. And that's why a lot of modern men are not getting married. The risk is too high. You know, no one gives a crap about you. No one cares if you're happy. No one cares if you're depressed. No one cares if you're tired. Nobody cares. Just get up, go to work, take care of your family, come home, get up, go to work. If you have problems, shut up. We don't care. Continue doing the same thing every day. It's crazy, man. And that's what it's like being a man in the modern world. Which is why we see a lot of men are going single. They're not approaching women, not talking to women. They prefer going out with their buddies, go out to the bar or hit the strip club or whatever. You know, a lot of men prefer to pay for love now because it comes with no problems. It comes with no problems. You're paying for it with all these problems versus paying for it with no problems, man. And it's sad that it has to come to that, but that's what's happening now, man. You know, a lot of men are realizing that marriage is a scam. It's a big scam, and only the woman benefits. You know, and if you disagree with me, let me ask you one thing: what do you get out of a marriage that you cannot get in a regular relationship? I'll wait. Tell me. Comment below and tell me.
How much to tell me you appreciate the sacrifices I make for the family?
$500.
Last month it was 100.
Yeah, well, inflation. You want the damn appreciation or not?
Yes.
Stop wasting my damn time.
Hurry it up! My wife thinks I'm getting toilet paper!
Yeah, so does mine. You're not special.
That's what she says!
I appreciate all the sacrifices you make for your family.
Oh, God, thank you. Thank you.
How much to not tell me how to drive?
$100 around the block.
And with that being said, I am out of here. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for my next video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Comment below if you have anything to say. Please, I want to hear what you have to say. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I'm out of here.